unbox this real quick. XY table. Bought from Amazon. Okay. I'm sure you've all seen before these little tables. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Let's turn it around. Alright, we'll change the camera position on here a little bit. And what else we have? We have hand wheel, larger hand wheel, and this stuff. And that's it. Okay. Let's put the box back together. Okay, let's make sure the key is in there. Yes, 2 keys, 2 nuts, 2 bolts for the handles, and 2 handles. Alright, so let me focus that now. Let's bring her over here. Okay, that's everything that was in the box. Now turn it around. All right, let's see what we think of it right off the bat. Okay. See, lots of burrs. Yeah, I can feel that on there. I was hoping I'd be able to use the slots. Like on a Bridgeport table, you take a 5/8 dowel pin and stick it down in there. But I can see I'm not going to be able to do that on this one because you can feel the burrs on the edges. But that's okay though. Alright. The slots are 13 millimeters, it looks like. Yeah, 13 millimeters wide. Let's see. About 50 millimeters on center. And around about 50 millimeters on centers. I'm told, I saw other videos and it takes an M8, I think, T-nut. I might have some of those, otherwise I can make them. Okay. So I know we have to tighten up all the gibs. We'll do that. Okay. Just what I was, everything is as I was expecting. Now, I'm not going to be able to set this directly on my table. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll bring my table over here and show you. Let me set this off to the side. As the swivel and tilt table. And make sure I'm still in the camera there. Okay. Okay, so the real question is, will the holes in the bottom of the XY table line up with the slot nuts that are in here? So let's get the answer to that question. Okay, so measure these. Let me get another scale. That's my metric scale. Okay, so the slots on here are 5.5 centered. And 5.5 centered is right there, which is perfect. So this is going to fit perfect on the table. That's great. And But the problem's going to come in, holes in the base, they match up perfectly with that. So I need to set it on something solid. Let me take that off of there. Okay. Okay. This won't stand up because it's got the stub on there. Okay, but I got a way to take care of that. Okay. You can see better. Okay. Okay, so it's obvious that the handle, once I put it on there, is going to be down lower than the table. So the only way to take care of that is to make up an extension handle, which is one method, I guess, or put the whole thing up on blocks, which I don't like that idea. Okay, so I'm thinking everything's still, these are all the bolts are still pretty loose. I need to take it apart, hit it with the with my little air sander. I hit it with the little air sander. Get all these burrs cleaned up. That's a shame. When I worked in the machine shop, the standard shop practice was break all edges 5 to 7 thousandths. These could actually cut you. So anyway, I'll hit these with a sander. Clean this up with some degreaser. Decide what I'm going to do about these. There's a lot of play. I might put bushings in there. It depends. And I'm really tickled because the holes are going to line up perfect. Now they didn't give me any bolts. I saw other videos where they give you bolts, but that's no problem. I got plenty of T-slots, T-nuts to put in there. I'll get it bolted down. Now, my drill press has the tilt and, I already said it, tilt and swivel table, angle table, but it's not very strong. Now, I have no intentions, no delusions that I can turn my drill press into a milling machine. I have a milling attachment for my Craftsman lathe, Atlas lathe. I don't really need to, but one job I did want to try to do was I have, let's see if I can find them real quick. These, okay, I can't think of the word right now. Mortise bits that I put in my drill. What I'll do is set the drill up. I'll just go over it real quick what I'm planning. These are Harbor Freight. They're the cheap versions, and it works. This is all rusty because I haven't used it. It's just too much. When you bear down on it, I had to make a support for the table because the table would flex. I guess because it's got the 1 bolt mount where it can swivel. I'm thinking if I can put, I'll still have to have a mount for the bottom. I'll put this table on there and I'll put a backstop, and then I can mount a mill in the place of this. Now, let's see if I can find mine real quick. What did I do with it? Here it is. Okay, so this part here I made to, this goes up on your spindle. I'll show it all. I'll focus on the drill press and show it later. But this, okay, this is made really heavy. Let me get my scale again. This is a half inch wall. It's bored out and it's got a bottom to sit up on the spindle. These are 5/8 by 1.5 inch solid steel. And they do taper down. I welded that on there. You can buy these, they're cast, But this one's solid steel and it's welded. It's back when I had a good welder. And it really works good. I have to put it up on there and then actually use the drill press handles to get it to go on, to force it on. Not too much force, but enough that it'll hold it. And so these are, then this will go in there. Probably won't go now because it's so rusty. Okay, anyway, this is made to fit in there. So you put that on there, and then you put this up in, you lock your chuck down on it. So what I'm thinking is, if I could make a spud to go in there, I'd have to drop it in. Yeah, I'd want to drop it in first because end mills want to pull down on things. So what I'll do is I'll cut a small spindle to go in there. It'll have a brass bushing, and it'll have a shoulder up there that'll pull down. So when it does pull, it's not pulling on the spindle. It's pulling on, well, it is pulling on the whole spindle, but it won't pull that out. It's not trying to pull the spindle out of the chuck. Then if I make it for a 3/8 end mill, then I might be able to just mill the, rather than cutting with the forced in cutters, these I might be able to cut it with an end mill. Okay, so now my spindle's only got a number 2 taper, I think, and it doesn't have a way. This is not a through spindle, so I can't put a drawbar or anything. So this will keep the chuck from falling out. Like I say, I have no delusions of turning my drill press into a milling machine because, well, I've been a machinist for a long time and I know you can't do that. It's either going to pull the spindle out or so much it'll break something. But this I think I can use for a lot of different purposes. That's the main thing that I had in mind when I bought it, but it's looking like I might be able to do a lot of things with it. I'm kind of looking forward to that. I can turn it a little more there. So, yeah. Okay, now these are metric, 4 millimeter per revolution. How many markings do they have on the dial here? Markings aren't that bad. It could easily be darkened up. Oh, that beat the heck. My God, they must have had a 30,000 feet on that sucker. At least a 20. Yeah, that was done on CNC, you can tell, because the radiuses are machined. That's machined too. You can see the machine lines. Yeah, it's CNC, so they just threw it up there and hit it on there. But, so it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so there's 10. That's 1 millimeter divided into 10 millimeters, 39,000. So each one of these will be 4,000s roughly. So I think I can deal with that just by using a calculator. I don't think I have to make any changes. I could easily make a new thing for it, a new lead screw for it. This is a left-handed one here. Yeah, I'm turning it, and it's going that way. Okay. This is doing the same thing. Okay, so I'm going to get this cleaned up. I'm going to deburr it a little bit. I'm not really going to do much with it other than that. I got better than a 125 finish on that. It's way, so I guess it should really have better than it's got. Definitely not a 60. Yeah, that's about 100. Better than a 125, but it's not a 60. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, so with that there, that's not bad. Okay, this is, let's center this up. Okay. Okay, now if I put this, okay, that's not bad. Okay, so what I'm probably going to do then is make a little stove shaft to go on there to where I can put the handle out a little bit further back. It doesn't need much. I'll have to think about that. Okay, so anyway, that's the unboxing. Everything looks good, nothing's damaged. I will clean this up, adjust the gibs on it, and we'll take it from there. Okay, so that's the unboxing of it. I'm really happy with it, and I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun making different things. Now, I'm not gonna put the glass digital readout on it. I think it's defeats the purpose. I bought it because it was cheap, so putting another 150 into digital readouts when I don't really need them for the jobs I do. I usually do layout when I'm making stuff, but I'm really tickled. I'm looking forward to doing doing some work with this thing. Yeah, I'm really happy. It was exactly as they described it. And as a matter of fact, I would even say it's a little better than they described. And that they can offer for that price. I was really happy. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.